Okay, guys, this is the 31st Disney Real Long Storybook episode. The title is Monsters University. The narrator of this was Tino Insana. Here we go.
This is the story of how Mike and Sully met. You can read along with me in your book. You will know it's time to turn the page when you hear this sound. Let's begin now. When Mike Wazowski was little, he decided to be a scarer when he grew up. He studied hard and finally he got into Monsters University. He was thrilled.
I can't believe it. I'm officially a college student!
On the first day of class, a monster named James P. Sullivan showed up. Everyone called him Sully. Sully was a natural talent. The teacher gave him a wide smile.
I expect big things from you.
Sully didn't think he needed to do any studying. Mike thought Sully was lazy.
I'm gonna scare circles around you this year.
Okay, I'd like to see that.
Mike studied hard all semester and his teachers noticed.
The answer is C, fangs.
Well done, Mr. Wazowski.
At the final exam, Mike and Sully got into a fight. They destroyed a special scream can. Professor Hardscrabble, the dean of the School of Scaring, was furious.
You will not be continuing in the scaring program.
Mike and Sully were crushed. Now they'd never be scarers. But then Mike remembered the scare games. He and Sully got Hardscrabble to agree to a deal.
If you win, I will let your entire team into the scare program. But if you lose, you will leave Monsters University.
Mike and Sully's team was a fraternity called Uzma Kappa. Its members were not scary at all. Sully couldn't believe it when he met them.
Are you kidding me?
But Mike thought he could teach them to be scary. The first challenge in the scare games was a complete disaster. Mike and Sully rushed ahead, leaving the rest of the team behind. Uzma Kappa was almost eliminated. A fraternity named Roar Omega Roar won. Mike gathered Uzma Kappa.
I will tell you exactly what to do and how to do it.
He thought it was the only way to win. Sully decided he wasn't going to train with them. He waved goodbye to Mike.
He'd tell them what to do, but not me.
The next challenge was the Avoid the Parent event. Uzma Kappa practiced a lot, except for Sully. Mike coached the team.
Slow.
But Sully was impatient.
Faster.
He hurried ahead and almost got caught. Squishy, one of the misfits in Uzma Kappa, surprised everyone. He had gotten the flag in the challenge without anyone knowing. He had saved the day. The other monsters were excited.
We did it!
Team Uzma Kappa was doing better, but they still didn't think they had what it took to be scary. Mike took them to Monsters, Inc. to see the scarers.
See what they all have in common?
No, not really.
Everyone looked puzzled.
Exactly.
Mike smiled.
There's no one type of scarer.
After that, they were a real team. Even Sully joined in the training. Mike pushed them hard.
Scary feet, scary feet, scary feet.
Team Uzma Kappa made it through the Don't Scare the Teen event, and they stayed hidden in the Hide and Sneak event as well. Soon it was announced that there were only 2 teams left.
We're down to 2 remaining teams, Roar Omega Roar and Uzma Kappa!
For the first time, Sully believed they could win the scare games. He believed in Mike. Then Dean Hardscrabble pointed at Mike and said something that upset Sully.
Do you think he's scary?
Sully was worried. he decided to give Mike a little coaching of his own.
Just reach deep down and let the scary out. Roar!
Mike did his best, but Sully was nervous. Maybe Mike just wasn't scary. The final event took place in a scare simulator. Mike went last. Uzma Kappa was tied with Roar Omega Roar. It was all up to Mike. Sully looked him square in the eye.
Just go out there and show him what Mike Wazowski can do.
Mike took a deep breath. Then he went into the simulator and performed his most terrifying scare. Sully grabbed Mike when he came out.
We're in the scare program!
Uzma Kappa had won the scare games. But Mike made a terrible discovery. Someone had changed the settings on the scare simulator so he would win. Mike stared at Sully.
Did you do this?
Mike,
You said you believed in me.
Mike was heartbroken. Mike ran off. Sully felt terrible. He found Dean Hardscrabble and confessed.
You did what?
my team had nothing to do with it. It was all me. I cheated.
Mike decided to find a real human child. He had to make it scream to prove he was scary. Mike activated a door and stepped through. He was in a human child's bedroom. He snuck up to the bed. The child looked at him and then smiled.
You look funny.
Mike soon realized he wasn't in a bedroom with one child. He was in a summer camp cabin with many children. Like any monster, he knew children were very dangerous. He was toast. Dean Hardscrabble acted fast. She had the door to the camp closed. But the Uzma Kappa gang distracted the guards and Sully barreled through.
Sullivan, don't go in there.
Hardscrabble was concerned. Sully found Mike near a lake by the cabin. The camp rangers hadn't seen either of them.
You were right.
Mike stared out at the lake.
They weren't scared of me.
Sully sighed.
Mike, I'll never know how you feel. But you're not the only failure here.
Mike was surprised. He realized Sully was his friend. He agreed to go back to the monster world, but the door had been deactivated. That meant they couldn't return. Mike came up with a plan.
This could work.
He and Sully decided to scare the Rangers. After clawing the floor, slamming the door, and overturning beds, Sully roared loudly. The Rangers were so frightened, their screams were the loudest ever. The power from the screams made the door open. Mike and Sully went back to Monster World. They were in big trouble. Hardscrabble kicked them out of Monsters University, but let the rest of the team stay. Sully looked at Mike as they left.
So, what now?
Mike wasn't sure,
I don't really have a plan.
but it wasn't long before Wazowski and Sullivan were together again. Mike and Sully soon got jobs in the mailroom at Monsters, Inc. Mike was thrilled.
The team of Wazowski and Sullivan are going to change the world starting today!
And before too long, that's just what they did.
This is Zachary Donaldson signing out. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and stay tuned for more videos coming soon in the near future. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and stay tuned for more videos coming soon in the very near future.